Hey everybody, welcome to the Chris Gunther Show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure that you like and you share this video. Anybody who follows journalism knows this legend I'm standing next to. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Dr. Roland Martin. How you doing, sir?
I'm all good. Just had a good time. Great conversation with the P&G folks talking about the look and bias, and great conversation there. And certainly enjoyed it.
One of the things that I loved about, the pretty much conversation that we all had out there was how the look a lot of times is not what it looks to be. You've been in this business for such a long time. What have been some of the looks that people have pretty much given you that pretty much just said, wow?
Well, I think probably what jumps out, it really wasn't even look. It was what this woman did. We were at a 2012 South Carolina Republican primary. So Eric Erickson, conservative. Both of us were riding in a car together. So CNN said, hey, we want y'all guys early. So we got dressed, went downstairs. And so this Asian woman gets out of her car and she literally walks up to me to hand me her keys. Now, mind you, we're standing right next to each other. I'm black, Eric's white.
Yes.
Both of us suited and booted. I look much better in my suit than he did. And she literally walked up to me with her keys. And Eric said, wow. He just kept saying, wow. He said, Roland, all these years, he said, I thought black people were just making stuff up and they were just seeing too much in this. He said, I had never, ever experienced with my own eyes somebody who assumed you were the valet.
Yes.
And he went on his radio show later and talked about it, and on social media as well. He was blown away by it. And I think what happens is you got a lot of folks who are white who don't understand that because they've never been on the receiving end. But here's what's interesting though. If you talked, and I did this when I was at the Fort Worth Star-Telegram, I had an editor who was white, Mike Menachini, and I had walked by the editorial room where they were deciding what goes in the paper. Yes. And basically it was all white. And I said, Mike, has it ever dawned on you there's only one black person in the room? He was like, no. I said, okay, so let me ask you a question, Mike. You're a guy. If you went to a women's chambers of commerce event, would you figure out real soon you were one of the few men there? He said, yeah, probably. I said, if you went to a black chamber of commerce, you would figure out real quick you one of the few white folks there. He's like, yeah. I said, but you go to a basic chamber of commerce event, it's pretty much all white, so you don't recognize that. And he's like, yeah. I said, see, me, I've been trained to know the room I'm in.
Yes.
So when white folks are in the position where they are the minority, they get the look. And they don't understand when they actually do it themselves.
What advice would you give to those young up and coming journalists who get the look in their fields and they want to follow in your footsteps?
Oh, I say first and foremost, you do you and you don't tolerate it. I don't play that game. If you mistake me in a store, I say, I'm sorry, I don't work here. Matter of fact, it happened to me today. Guy walked up to me. I'm at the counter, got my luggage right next to me. He said, are you concierge? I was like, hell no, I'm not concierge. I said, I'm checking in. And it was a white guy. He was like, I'm so sorry. He was smiling. I'm so sorry. But it's like, no, first of all, what he needs to do is he needs to look first to see if there's a name tag that says Marriott or Hilton on it before you even ask me something. And so I think what it is again, I'm just not tolerating it. I'm not going to just let somebody off, well, they were well-meaning or it was an accident. No, people need to be you don't make those assumptions. And unless we push back and teach folks, no, you ain't gonna, don't make that mistake again. And also, I think what has to happen is you got to stand your ground. You got to make it perfectly clear. I'm not going to budge off of this position. And some people, that's not their attitude. They may have been raised differently or think differently. But for me, I'm just not going to back down from it.
Yes. Well, I greatly appreciate you taking this time out with me. If anybody wanted to connect with you, how can they do that?
No, easy. On Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat is all Roland S. Martin. They can follow my digital show. We live stream every day, 6 p.m. Eastern. YouTube, Facebook, and Periscope. Roland Martin Unfiltered, and that's a hashtag as well. They can subscribe to the YouTube channel and be sure to turn on your live notifications. So anytime we go live, then you immediately get notified. But there you go.
Well, nothing else needs to be asked. Ladies and gentlemen, Roland Martin on the Chris Gunther Show. Thank y'all for watching. See y'all next time.